And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, we have low pressure to the northeast, finally moving away from its kind of area where it's been spinning in the northern portion of Lake Michigan. That's what gave us kind of a showery afternoon, evening last night. High pressure to the west, kind of squeezed in between these two systems, and that's sending down some wildfire smoke from Canada. Like we've seen in previous weeks, it's going to be a very hazy day. We have lower air quality as well, so if you have upper respiratory issues, asthma, might take it easy outside. But the cloud cover mainly stretching from Tippecanoe County, 65 and northeastward. These areas will see the clouds more prevalent this afternoon in our atmosphere versus more sun to the southwest, and that's where areas will warm up into the possibly lower 80s. While the areas to the northeast may only warm up to the mid to upper 70s. But right now we're sitting at 61 here in Lafayette, 63 Galveston, 63 in Peru. So here's that smoke thickness map. I love showing this. It shows all that wildfire smoke coming in. This evening we'll have a very interesting sunset like we've had. We should clear up cloud-wise by this evening, so you'll see the sunset. It'll be that reddish orangey tinge to it, and then we'll start to see this wildfire smoke kind of lessen up a little bit for tomorrow's forecast. But for today, we'll be rain-free. We'll have more clouds, especially by lunchtime, and then we'll have decreasing clouds. Winds still kind of out of the north-northwest, 80 degrees for a kind of an average here. Again, mid to upper 70s in our northeastern counties. A little bit warmer to the southwest where the sun will be more prevalent across the area. But this morning, I can't rule out just areas of patchy fog as well. Tomorrow, it will be cooler because of the clear skies, down into the mid-50s for lows. And then we'll have increasing clouds, kind of partly sunny for tomorrow afternoon, 86. But I want to get to Futurecast kind of to show you what's ahead here for this week. So the upper level ridge that we've been watching and discussing over the last week and a half now, starting to really come into light here. So here's this afternoon. Notice we are clear today and tomorrow, but that ridge will start to expand. Areas from Missouri westward going to get very hot, but storms are going to start riding this ridge into our area. Kind of on the outer periphery, we call this the ring of fire, and we'll be seeing storms here by Thursday evening, likely going into Friday, and then Saturday we'll be watching a cold front that'll start to move through, kind of stall out a little bit, maybe some isolated chances on Sunday. So we have several chances for some rain and storms, some of which could be severe, but it's going to be one of those forecasts where it just kind of depends on each storm each day, because that's just kind of how this mesoscale feature or some of these storms kind of play off each other and see. So definitely stay tuned to forecasts in the future, but we could see close to maybe 1 inch to maybe 2 inches in some of the heavier storms that we could see. So some very good news on the 7-day outlook for rain. As you can see, the active pattern definitely heats up here Thursday through Sunday. And we also heat up temperature-wise. Temperatures in the 90s Thursday, Friday, and highly dependent on sunshine. It'll get humid. But tomorrow we'll have some sprinkles late in the day Wednesday, and then we'll start to see better chances for storms that we'll be watching very closely going in from Thursday and through the upcoming weekend, Joe.
Yeah, and just looking at those rainfall totals, so nice to see.
Yes.
So much discussion about, hundredths and tenths of an inch to see, hey, an inch and a half, 2 inches maybe.
Right.
I mean, that's much needed.
Exactly, and again, some of these storms may put down, 1 inch plus at a time. So
Wow.
we will be watching closely with the very humid air that we're really tapping into the Gulf moisture with these systems. So that's really good news. We don't want the severe weather, but we'll definitely take the rain.
We don't want the humidity either, but
And
again,
that
hey,
too.
we'll take the rain. All
Exactly,
right, thanks,
yeah.
David.